Greetings and salutations, viewers. Tis I, Geekers, coming to you with a new figure review, vintage toy review. This figure came out in 1986. Let me double check to see if I'm right. Yes, 1985. So this toy is over 30 years old, and it is the M.A.S.K. Piranha, part of the team from V.E.N.O.M. And this is a really cool toy. This is one of the ones I always wanted as a kid, because I just liked that it had this huge sidecar and motorcycle. So you basically got two vehicles in one. I don't think you can detach the sidecar per se from the motorcycle, but I do know that they reused the mold for the motorcycle on another vehicle. But that's not all I'm here to review. I'm here to review its driver as well, Sly Rex. That's Sly right here. Really, this is the type of guy that if he wasn't a villain, it's a shame. He's like no bigger than your pinky, but that's what it is. And his mask is called Stiletto. There he is wearing the stiletto, which kind of looks like a diver's mask, but Stiletto's ability fires like little harpoons from the chest, so that should give you kind of an idea of what his motorcycle does. Now, this was actually one of the first waves of toys that came out of the bad guys. If you don't know what V.E.N.O.M. stands for, V.E.N.O.M. stands for... I saw it there for a second. It's in my notes. V.E.N.O.M. stands for Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem. Now, Sly, a quick, brief description of him: a con man, espionage artist, and weapons expert. Rex is often depicted in the animated series as lazy and falling asleep on the job. In the 1987 9-issue comic series by DC Comics, he was ambitious and replaced Mild Mayhem as Venom's leader, or at least seeking a larger role in his schemes. So basically, for my Transformers fans, in the comics, Starscream. But Sly can ride the motorcycle very comfortably, like so. But he also has the sidecar. Now, what's interesting, the sidecar has two switches, a small one and a medium one. But let's focus on the small one. The small one gets this ready for attack. You look at the front, you push the small ones, you get these two little laser cannons here and this side fin. That should also tell you what this thing does. Now, the Stiletto, I think, is basically set on like one of those old-style racing motorcycles that had the sidecar that the person in the sidecar used to help lean the motorcycle. But, like I said, the one thing that got me is when you see an actual motorcycle in the world today with a sidecar, what's that person doing? What's that person doing in the sidecar? Absolutely nothing. But here, you have him in a seated position. He could be running the guns. But why would this just have this huge sidecar if it didn't do something else? So what you want to do is you make sure you get the figure in a laid down position. If it will let me. And you fold up the canopy, and it should... Yep, there it goes. Lock into place. This is spring-loaded and will launch off. I don't have room to show you how to launch it off, but it does launch off and it's spring-loaded. And now the sidecar turns into a little single-occupant attack sub, which has a really nice chromed background. You see the turbines there. There is fins here. The fins on the side. So, yeah, that is really cool. I mean, for as old as this toy is, the spring-loaded gimmick still works. So I'm impressed in that. And the chrome plastic is real nice and shiny. But that's what this vehicle does. It launches off to be an attack sub. Now there is a M.A.S.K vehicle, part of the good guys, the Mobile Arc Strike Command, called the Gator, which was supposed to be like, a lot of the vehicles were designed to counteract each other. Like you had Miles Mayhem's vehicle, the Switchblade, which was a helicopter that turned into a jet, and Mac Tracker's vehicle, known as, make sure I'm calling it right, Spectrum, which was a Corvette Camaro with gold wing doors that the doors would pop up and pop out. No, it was the Thunderhawk. Spectrum was the name of his mask. It would pop out and you get the thrusters and it turned into a jet. But then there was also another one that would counteract them, known as the Condor, which was a motorcycle that turned into a helicopter. But Gator is what I was talking about. It's the Jeep CJ7, which released a hydroplane boat to attack. So that's another one of the M.A.S.K vehicles I want to get. I want to get a lot of the ones I really wanted as a kid, but couldn't get. But that's one of the ones I got this one. But this is actually a really cool set, and to that you just put it right back on the skiff on the side of the card, push the lasers back in, and I just almost broke that. Slide that forward and you pull out the figure and put it back in. So this is actually a really cool little figure. The V.E.N.O.M toys were pretty cool. I was lucky to find this on eBay for such a great price. If you want to start collecting your own M.A.S.K toy line, be warned, there's a lot of sets out there that are going to run you hundreds of dollars, because especially if they're like some of the rarer ones. Like, it's called, what is it? I forget the name of it, but it was a truck that it was a part of the laser. Hang on, I'll tell you. It was the Laser Command. It was Hornet and Ratfang. Hornet was a truck that carried a packing crate to reveal an attack vehicle, and the Ratfang was the packing crate. The packing crate turned into a jet, and the Hornet had some laser cannons, but the thing was, it had a laser, infrared sensor that when you would fire, it would burst apart. But that's one of the rare ones. That's going to be worth a lot of money. But this was lucky. I got it complete with a lot of the stickers still on it. This front windscreen, because this comes off and people lose it. The mask, having the figure and the mask was a bonus as well. But finding this all together was really cool at a really decent price. As a toy collector, vintage toy collector, I really do like it. But that's been my review of the Piranha by M.A.S.K, which was put out by Kenner Toys back in 1985. I'm Geekers, and this is Full Covert Bacon, and I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you really like this content, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you can see when I upload a video next. If you really want to be helpful, down below is the link to my Patreon page, which will help me do this as well as my gaming over on mixer.com/geekers. Also, link down in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.